Hello and a very good morning again, everyone. Welcome back to the technical charts analysis section. So let us have a look at the US dollar index. Again, the US dollar index shows us whether the US dollar was strengthening or weakening against a basket of major currencies. So for yesterday's analysis, we were looking at the US dollar to be trending on a bearish note. So even on the H4 charts, we do see the US dollar trending downwards and then finding some support recently. Back on the 1 hour charts, we were looking at again the US dollar finding support at 96.20 levels, and towards the upper side, the higher side, it was finding resistance on the bearish dynamic trend line. Okay, so this was what we were looking at for yesterday's analysis at about 12 to 1 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. The US dollar was coming around these levels. Okay, so we were looking for it to bounce back up towards this dynamic trend line and possibly later on go back down. Okay, so at about okay, you put your mouse here. This candle here will be at 1000 hours. This is server time. So again, if you're in Singapore or Malaysia, you need to add 5 hours to this. So 10 plus 5 will be 15, which is at 3 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. The US dollar strengthens back up. Okay, so after going back up for the next 2 hours or so, it started to push back down, and it came to test this support again at about this one was at about 1700 plus 5 is 22, which is at 10 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. Okay, so after testing the support line again, as you can see, for the next few hours it retraced back up, strong recovery, and it came back up to test the dynamic bearish trend line. Okay, so again, currently it is still trading within this support and also within this resistance. So it will likely squeeze into this triangle, and either later on tonight or possibly tomorrow, it will decide to either move up or move down. Okay, so for yesterday, we saw the US dollar weakening in the Asian trading session, the morning session if you're in Singapore or Malaysia, and then we saw the US dollar strengthening during the UK trading session, and then again towards the US trading session, the US dollar weakened again. So weak, strong, weak. So let us have a look at the UK pound. The UK pound, as the US dollar was weak in the Asian trading session, we can see that the UK pound was moving up, okay, during the Asian trading session, moving up about 40 pips. And then as the UK trading session came into play and the US dollar strengthened, we do see the UK pound weakening. Okay, so the UK pound weakened from a high of about 1.2661 over here on the right, all the way to a low of about 1.2591. Okay, so it came down about the number in the middle, came down about 70 pips, and then after consolidated for a number of hours before moving down again during the US trading session. Okay, so overall, from the top here at 3 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, all the way to the bottom during the US trading session, the UK pound moved down by about 110 pips. Okay, so yeah. So then moving on to the euro dollar. The euro dollar, again similarly, as the US dollar was weakening in the Asian trading session yesterday, we do see the euro dollar strengthening. Okay, so it strengthened about 34 pips, and then it came back down, and only towards the US trading session it moved back up another 51 pips. Okay, so yeah, so as you can see, as it moved up, it was also testing the next resistance at 1.1369, and after testing the resistance for a couple of hours, the euro dollar weakened back again. Okay, so currently in terms of currencies, at the moment, or for the last 2 hours for the Asian trading session, it is pretty quiet for currencies at the moment. So we do not see much movement or volatility for the US dollar, and also for the UK pound. It is pretty much relatively quiet, just trying to consolidate, and then later on towards 2 p.m. it will look to find its direction. Okay, so same goes for the euro dollar. So that covers what happened for the US dollar, and also for the UK pound, and also for the euro dollar. So moving on to commodities, let's have a look at gold prices. Again, gold prices, we were looking at it at the H1 charts and also on the H4 charts, which obviously shows that gold prices are consolidating. So being aware that it is consolidating, so there's a high chance that it will trade within a certain range. So for yesterday, gold prices was mostly moving up from about 3 plus 5, 8 a.m. in the morning, moving up to a high of about 1,813 US dollars, moving up total of 1360, $13.60, and then later on towards the US trading sessions, it came back down about 12 US dollars, and currently it is coming back to test this support levels again. Okay, so yeah, so that was the movements of gold prices. Silver was mostly bullish, surprisingly, more bullish than gold prices. As you can see, gold prices, although it moved up, it did not break the previous high of 1,814. However, for silver prices, yesterday it was moving up, and it actually tested and broke through convincingly the most recent resistance at $18.98, and move up to a high of $19.35. Okay. However, after that sharp move up, currently late in the evening, this is the candle at about 2200 hours plus 5 is 27, 27 minus 24 is 3 a.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. Silver prices pull back down. Okay. At the moment, I'm not too particularly sure what was the news or event that happened at 3 a.m. at 3 a.m. Singapore time. High chances is it was something that happened or occurred in the US or Western markets, causing not only silver to drop, oil prices also drop during the early morning hours of the Singapore time. Okay, this is oil prices also showing us at 2100 hours. You need to add 5 hours again, so it's 26 minus 24. This is 2 a.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. Again, the oil prices dropped pretty drastically from $40.80 all the way to a low of $39.62. Okay, however, regardless of the particular news or events that triggered the drop, if you're following technical charts, you will also see that it was testing this resistance again, forming a double top, and then after pushing back down. Okay, so yeah, so silver went up, came back down, and currently it is supporting at this levels. Okay, so yeah, so we mentioned about oil prices. If we look back at the economic PDF outlook, okay, the market outlook, again, besides the economic calendar at the first page and the second page, we had any events and news. Towards the third page, we actually have analysis on the UK pound, which pretty much summarizes what I'm doing now on the MT4 charts, which is analyzing the timing and direction of the price action. Okay, so besides the UK pound, of course, there are certain news and analysis also for gold prices. As we can see just now, gold prices are in a consolidation phase, and possibly it will break further up or down towards Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, personally, I would think it would be more towards moving down. Okay, so of course, the third portion, the fourth page of the market outlook, will be on oil prices. Okay, in particular the US West Texas spot price. So yesterday's a big drop down. Again, I'm not too particularly sure at the moment what caused the oil prices and silver prices to spike down. However, in terms of the economic data, OPEC will be having a meeting later this week on Tuesday or Thursday, and yeah, what they will be announcing is yet to be confirmed. Although there's a high chance they can look to increase or decrease oil production. Okay, nevertheless, as mentioned before, whenever you have to choose between news, whether if to listen or follow the news, or to listen or follow the chart patterns, always choose to follow the chart patterns and price action. Okay, because price always knows the best, market always knows the best. Okay, so yeah, so that covers commodities on gold, silver, and also oil prices. Currently it is pretty quiet, so we need to let the markets rest for a while, and then after, towards the later afternoon or later evening sessions, only we can decide whether the market is going up or down. Okay, a last look at the S&P 500. Again, the S&P 500 again showed the pretty similar story in the US trading session, late trading session. Again, you see the time below, 2100 plus 5, this is 26. Again, this is at 2 a.m. Not only did the silver prices pull back down at about 2 a.m. and also oil prices pulling back down, we also see the S&P 500 pushing back down from 3,227 levels all the way to a low of 3,149 levels. Okay, so it was a pretty significant drop in the commodity prices and also on the S&P 500. Okay, so it could be again due to either the coronavirus situation in the US, or it could be due to one of the FOMC members or central bankers speaking yesterday or commenting on the markets. So again, regardless of what they were saying, once you analyze and understand the technical charts, there's a high chance the markets itself will tell you the likely direction of the next 1 to 2 hours movement. Okay, so that about covers today's latest events for the last 24 hours and what is coming up for the next 24 hours. So yeah, so just be alert, do your analysis at the right time, and when the volume and price action moves, that is when we take a trade. So yeah, but yesterday was a good trade as the direction and clarity was pretty good in terms of the US dollar movement and also for the UK pound movement. Okay, so I hope you guys managed to catch a good number of pips for yesterday's trading, whether it's on the UK pound, on the euro dollar, or on gold prices. Personally, again, I like to focus on the UK pound and gold prices. So hope you guys had a good trading day yesterday, made some good profits, and start off the week on a positive note. So stay focused, have a good trading day ahead, and I'll see you again tomorrow.